understand. We meet at last. We have been oppressed. We are forced to ride the back of a bus so a white passenger could sit. Innocent black men are in prison. How many more have to be slain for America to say enough is enough?
We're in this together. How can I help you?
We will lead people to real equality in this country. To fight against oppression by any means necessary.
What you're doing is just. Never question that.
Brothers and sisters, are you ready?
I believe you're going to do great things.
We must be a little daring. We can change the course of history.
Be careful. Evil looms over everything.
This is our reality now. Who do you think this is going to hurt more, you or me? I imagine it's unlikely to hate either one of us. Well, then let's keep them guessing. Amen to that.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Genius MLKX, arriving on National Geographic on February 1st. And on the following day on Disney Plus and Hulu, it's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds World World. And
Let's
joining
go!
me, I'm so excited. I got my man Kelvin Harrison Jr., who plays the legendary Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sir, it's a pleasure to chat with you, man.
It's a pleasure to chat with you as well, man.
So, I first got down with you with Chevalier 2 years ago. I had to cover that for the outlets and really had a good time with it, man. And it was bringing back somebody a lot of cats didn't know. And so I guess you just are in legendary status, man. You just play legends. So now you bring in the life MLK, man. What was that like, that responsibility to bring the legend to life, man? MLK.
It was huge. It was huge. It was a big opportunity, and I felt so honored that I was asked, and I felt like it was such a just privilege to even be in a conversation of actors that they would even go to for this. And I knew that in order to do it, I would really have a lot of work to do, but a lot of self-work to do. Because I came into it and I said no the first time. And then they came back to me and they said, okay, Kelvin, well, why did you say no? And they sent me the script and I had a conversation with executive producers. And I was like, well, I feel like an imposter. I don't feel like I'm even at where I need to be in my career yet, or I've lived a life to even begin to understand who Dr. King is or portray him. And they said, well, Kelvin, everything you're expressing is exactly what I think he felt in that moment when he was asked to be the president of the MIA and then the SCLC and asked to be the pastor of a church in Montgomery. He wasn't prepared to even process that at all. We're talking about somebody that's 21 years old at the time. And it's overwhelming. So they said, lead with that and lead with this humility and this hunger for understanding. And that's going to guide you through the series. And so that's what I did.
That is real talk. I'm an actor myself, and it's a challenge, and it's such a responsibility. So, but you got to find that way to connect. And I love that with collaboration was there on all sides for you. So you find yourself in this role. Can you tell me a little bit about maybe research you did and what, once you were okay, I'm gonna do this. What did you settle in to bring to your portrayal?
Yeah, so once I said yes, I was like, okay, I need to get to work. And the first things first, I kind of needed everyone to stop referring to him as, you know, like, Kelvin, you're about to play this big legend, you're about to play this big icon, because all it did was make me feel small and more distant from Dr. King. And I was like, the whole point of the show is to bring us closer to him and to better understand the intimacy and the humanity of a man who made really incredible choices, who was bold enough and courageous enough to say yes to the things that most people were afraid of. And after that, I just kind of looked at the interviews, and I watched him do speeches. I watched him in documentaries. I watched him in clips. I read his autobiography. I read the biography of those that were close to him, like Daddy Kings and Coretta Scott Kings and Ralph Abernathy. Then I went to Memphis. I went to Atlanta, to his childhood home, and explored Atlanta. I went to Birmingham. I went to DC. I went to every place I could get my hands on and just try to take it all in, because a lot of the process, especially when you're playing Dr. King from, I guess you would say, 20 to 39, it needs to become a spiritual experience as well. You need to find your connection to him and what he's meant to you. And once that comes through your body and soul, then the truth can, or a version of the truth can start to come across on screen. So
let's go. Yeah, let's go. I love it. Okay, so with that experience, working with some amazing talents, Pierre, Weruche, Jayme, I had a pleasure to chat with him earlier. Can you tell me about working with them and that collaboration to bring to life these characters?
Oh my God. I mean, I'll start with Aaron, because one of the reasons I also said yes was the fact that I knew that Aaron was so incredible. What an incredible storyteller and what an incredible presence. And the fact that he was going to be portraying Malcolm X just made me so excited. I was like, wow, the other half of this show is taken care of in such a real way. I know that he honors his craft, and I know that he respects Malcolm X. So that was exciting. And to be able to only have one scene with him is just wrong. It's wrong. I wanted more, but you know, that was historically accurate. And then to work with Weruche was just like, my God, the strength and power and confidence and steadiness in her work and her personality. She's so centered. When I first called her, the first thing she did was start laughing. And I was like, what's funny? And she was just like, the fact that we're doing this is hilarious. And I was like, what a beautiful thing of, like, Black people. We just love to laugh. We love joy. We love to just celebrate our people. And I think that's really where that was coming from. She was like, I can't believe we're going to get this opportunity at our age to celebrate these people that built us up to be able to do this show in the first place. They're the reason why we get to be on these platforms like NatGeo and Disney Plus and Hulu. Like, we would not be here without these men and women. So it's so huge, and her work is incredible in it. She's so centered and just so present. And Jayme, another force, just a force. Her scene work is impeccable. Her strength is impeccable, and her grace and elegance that she brings to Dr. Betty Shabazz is unmatched. So, just, you know, what a cool cast. What a cool cast, man.
I love it. It's outstanding. I had the pleasure of watching a few of the episodes before it releases to everybody else, and just outstanding performances. And I have to say, though, too, with respect to you and Aaron, I love y'all, but we've seen a lot of that on cinema. I was really glad to see that we got to see Weruche and Jayme, like, do their thing and see how that, you know, is with the world. I was raised by women. I'm raising a young Black child, you know, just all of that, just to get inspired, a daughter, you know. So, you know, you just want that imagery and you want to see that power. So I love it. With that being said, you know, this is dropping 2024 Black History Month. What do you hope people will take from watching this and the message and your work in it?
I hope that they see that it's tangible. You know, my favorite thing about the Genius series is that it dispels this myth that we think genius is so beyond us. When all of us have a genius, it's about our choices, what we choose to engage with, and what we choose to not allow to define us. There's always a path forward, and I think this show is an example of men who make great choices every step of the way, bold choices, courageous choices, despite the human shell that we exist in and these feelings that we have to, like, grapple with every day. And young people and older people, whoever wants to receive it, can receive it, and then continue to fight for our humanity and our love and a sense of community and a sense of personhood.
Let's go. Well, Kelvin, you are amazing. I became a fan after seeing you play Joseph Balone, started looking at the rest of your catalog, You're a legend. You're playing legends. I can't see what next legend you're going to play again, but you're outstanding and genius. MLKX, everybody. Kelvin Harrison,
I
genius.
appreciate the love, man.
MLKX, dropping February 1st on National Geographic as well as Disney Plus and Hulu the day after. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Kelvin, thank you, man. Appreciate
Thank
you,
you,
bro.
brother. I appreciate you.
Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Kelvin, it's a pleasure to chat with you, man.
You as well.
All right, I'm gonna count us in to help me with my edit. In a 1, 2, 3.